How does DNA make you unique? Imagine a recipe book that contains instructions for building everything about you. That's what DNA is, your body's instruction manual made of tiny chemical codes. Each person's DNA is like a unique recipe, with small differences that make you who you are. DNA is made up of four chemical bases: adenine, thymine, cytosine, and guanine. These bases pair up in specific ways, adenine with thymine, and cytosine with guanine, forming the rungs of a twisted ladder called a double helix. The order of these bases along your chromosomes is what creates your genetic code. Think of it like a long string of letters that spell out instructions for your body. Most of your DNA is very similar to other humans, about 99.6% the same. But it's that tiny 0.4% difference that makes you unique. These differences are called genetic variants. They can be as small as a change in a single letter, called a mutation, or larger chunks of DNA that are different. These variants influence traits like color, hair type, height, and even how your body responds to certain medicines. Genes are segments of DNA that carry instructions to make proteins. Proteins are the building blocks of your body, helping with everything from muscle growth to fighting off germs. The specific versions of genes you inherit from your parents are called alleles. The combination of alleles you get from your mother and father helps shape your physical features and health. But it's not just the genes themselves that make you special. How your genes are turned on or off also plays a big role. Certain DNA sequences outside of genes act like switches, controlling when and where genes are active. These regulatory regions work with proteins, called transcription factors, that bind to DNA and influence gene activity. Differences in these regions can lead to variations in how your body develops and functions. So, your uniqueness comes from the specific order of your DNA bases, the different versions of genes you carry, and how those genes are regulated. This combination determines your physical traits and even your health risks. Even identical twins, who share nearly the same DNA sequence, can have differences because of how their genes are turned on or off and environmental influences. Understanding how DNA creates this diversity helps us see why everyone is different. It explains why your hair color, height, and even how you respond to certain foods or medicines can vary from person to person. All these tiny differences in your genetic code and its regulation make you a one-of-a-kind individual in the living world.